Cleveland Browns and the Minnesota Vikings in London get up early Sunday morning. It's awesome to have football on that early. Minnesota, of course, in a very unique situation, having played last week against Pittsburgh in Ireland, now traveling over to London. They lose that game 41-21, but it was turnovers. They were -2 turnovers in that game, finishing with a 372, 313-yard edge. Just one note on that game. I read something about the Vikings. The GM decided that he'd prefer to go back-to-back in Ireland and London instead of having to go at Pittsburgh and at Cleveland playing outdoors in inclement weather. So a very smart move, I think, on their part. Obviously, they didn't get the first leg of that. We'll see what happens this week. I'll have best bet for you in just 1 minute. With the Browns, big news there. Joe Flacco out, Taylor Gabriel in. And, Taylor Gabriel came in, threw a few passes, got a little experience, played a decent amount in the preseason because Flacco didn't play and obviously other quarterback injuries. We look at the Browns and we know they have the best defense in football, bar none. Not only have they held 3 of the 4 to a season low, on the season, they are number 1 in the NFL, and they are averaging, holding their opponents to 122 yards per game under their average. Well, let's take a look. What does that mean for Minnesota? Well, Minnesota's offense is averaging 294 yards per game. If the Browns hold them anywhere under their average, it's going to be a low-scoring, close game. I look at Cleveland. They start the season against Cincinnati, have a 186-yard edge, -2 turnovers, miss an extra point, miss a late field goal, lose by 1. They go to Baltimore, a very misleading game, 41-17 final. They again had a yardage edge, plus 80 yards, but they were -2 turnovers. Guess what? Against Green Bay, they were even in turnovers. Yes, they were down and they made a late comeback. They finished winning that game 13-10. And then Detroit, only outgained by 28 yards, -2 turnovers again did them in. Well, guess what? You're not going to win many NFL games turning the ball over, being a -2 turnover differential in 3 games. Joe Flacco with a 2-6 ratio, and that's why we make the change to Taylor Gabriel. Listen, with this Browns defense, all you need is a game manager. I know Taylor Gabriel doesn't want to be put in that mode. They're going to run the ball. It's going to be play action. They're going to improve their sacks, no question. Flacco, no mobility in the pocket. He's been sacked 9 times this year. That will help the O-line as well. The rush attack has struggled for 85 yards per game. Junkins has added some fuel the last couple weeks. He leads with 49 carries after missing the opener and maybe the second game as well. So they finally have a bell cow back to go to. Big, strong guy, can carry the rock very often. When I look at this game now, I look at Cleveland. Even though they're 1-3, they're actually a number 11 in the NFL, plus 53 yards per game. Minnesota with a better record at 2-2, but only plus 12 yards per game. Flacco, as I said, a 2-6 ratio and a 5.1 YPA. Listen, if the cornerbacks don't have to worry about a deep threat, that really can help them stack the line against the rush attack. Dogs that have scored 18 or less in 4 straight games, this sort of surprised me. 196 and 133, 58%. And dogs off a road loss by 21 or more points, 75 and 51, 59.5% against the spread. Minnesota, a very slow-paced team. Now with Carson Wentz at quarterback, came in last week. They are averaging only 56 plays per game. In the game at home against Atlanta, for example, they ran 40 plays. I don't know how many NFL teams have ever ran only 40 plays in a game. Minnesota, slight edge on offense. Browns, significant edge on defense. Yes, it's a rookie quarterback making a first start, but it is an unusual setting. I think that actually helps them. There's no pressure in front of the home fans. It's not the same attitude as going on the road and having to face a hostile crowd. The crowd will be split. I think it's a great situation for him to get his first start. I am going to grab the home dog in this. Total's 36. Again, expected very low scoring game. Cleveland getting a full field goal in this role has me with the Cleveland Browns for the Sunday morning London game. Guys, just a reminder, the Weekend Warrior, only $49 for all my college football and Sunday NFL. Number 2 in college football and NFL since the start of 2024. I do have a college football 5% loaded for Friday. So if you want that Friday play included, check out my 3-day all access. And by the way, my teasers in the NFL 4% and higher, 9-1, 90%, and 16-2. The last 18 teasers, I will have a 4% teaser NFL best bet for Sunday. Hit the like button, leave a comment, and make sure you're following Wager Talk on all their social media networks. Enjoy this weekend of NFL action, and make sure to check out my other videos.